Well, good morning. Good morning. It is Tuesday morning, and we are here on the inside with all of you. Yes, welcome to Label. It is the show where we try to make a difference in each of our lives. We are trying to drench this world in positivity. In a time where negativity is the order of the day, we are trying to counter that with some goodness. We are trying to counter that with some positive vibes. And so we work together in this where I come and all the other team members come together and we give some advice, we give some conversation, we sing, we pray, we praise God, we sometimes give a message, and we encourage you and you encourage us in that. I read the chats and you all send your love in the chat, your hearts, your comments, your familyness in the chat. That is just so encouraging. And sometimes even I mightn't be feeling 100%, and you all will give tips on how to get better, and how to things, suggestions on how to improve and how to remedy these situations. So I really am thankful for you all. I have the best family here, the best label family ever. And so this morning, it is Tuesday morning. It is terrific Tuesday. Yeah, we are thankful for today, and it has been such, um, you know, we have been given an opportunity today to make it right. If we didn't do it yesterday, well, guess what? We're gonna do it today. We're gonna get our next rounds today, and we're gonna master it. All right. Our old sister and a good friend of mine, she did tell me, you're going to get tests in life, and you're going to get them over and over again until you pass them. Now, does the test stop? Do the tests and they stop? No, they don't stop. But you change. It doesn't become a challenge anymore because you have now overcome that hurdle, that obstacle. All right. And so here we are. Here we are today. And so I say good morning to all of you. Good morning to those on YouTube. Good morning to those on Facebook. Good morning, Sister Sookdeo. How are you this morning? Bernadette Adams. Good morning, my sister. Susan Neptune Fortune, good morning to you, sister. Morning. Doreen Reed Nelson says, good morning, everyone. Sister Alice John, hi, morning. Brother Jerry, pleasant Tuesday, brothers and sisters, says he. All right, it could be later in the day for him. Cecilia George, good morning, good morning. Yeah, excuse. All right, chef is in the house. I wonder what's cooking, brother. A tender Tuesday and blessings to all. Yep, morning. Good morning, Sister Susan. Top ranking. Top ranking. You're probably top ranking, but without the G. Alright, yes, glad to have you on board with us. I'm not seeing any comments on the YouTube section as yet, but the day is young yet. Alright, the day is young. I'm here with Sydney, Mr. Sydney Jones. He is in studio making sure we are able to flow freely, we are able to organize ourselves and spread positivity. So it's good to be here with you. We want to begin with a prayer. We want to give God thanks. In all things, we acknowledge Him, for He has truly blessed us, and we can do nothing without Him. Without Him, in Him we live and move and have our very being. And so let's give Him thanks and ask His blessings upon us at this time. Heavenly Father, thank you for Jesus. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your care. You have made us. We are fearfully and wonderfully made. And yet you care for us each day. You do not leave us to ourselves. Thank you so much, God, for your blessings in our lives. Continue to work in us. Continue to shower us with your blessings. You have done it all for us. Bless us in our session this morning, that it will be profitable, it will be beneficial, that we will continue to boost each other up, and that we will continue to keep going on, Father, despite whatever challenge we may go through, despite whatever sorrow, despite whatever pain, despite whatever discouragement, Father. We will continue to go forward, holding our heads high in humility, Father, knowing that you are in control. You have this, Father. And so we continue to trust in you. We praise your name and we thank you so much. Bless everyone here this morning. Bless our families that we represent as well. And continue to help us to spread good news wherever we are to spread the love of Jesus in our lives. In His name we pray. Amen. All right. So please feel free to share the live stream. Feel free to share this so that others can partake in this session as well. Some who may not know about Label, that they will be introduced to the program. And if they see something they like, they might tune in more often and so on. Yesterday began the first day of school in the new term. And I know some people are busy once again with school business. That's how it goes. That's the way it goes. All right. Again, keep safe. Be careful on the roads and so on. If you are driving, do not look at your device. You look at the road, my friend, and keep going. Good morning, Lindy and Roberts. Good morning. Yes. Hi, Andrea Frederick. I see you there in the chat. Glenda Allen is in as well. Wendy and Norton says good morning to all. I see Sister Shaman Boyce has joined us. Good morning, good morning. Sister Shirley Gopal, pleasant morning to you. It is a terrific Tuesday. All right. Gwendolyn Foot, good morning, everyone. Yep. Good morning, Sister Alice Solomon. Always a pleasure to have you with us as well. I see Sister Patsy Gregg is here. Yes. And Vera Rupa is here as well. Oh yes. Sister Beulah is in the house. She's on YouTube. She says good morning to my wonderful Label family. Wishing everyone a blessed day. Yes. Good morning and pleasant day to you. All right. Sister Kimberly is saying good morning. And yesterday she had made this request that she went to the doctor yesterday and was tested and was told she needed to do an MRI. So please keep her in your prayers. And so we're going to keep praying for you, Sister Kimberly. And again, just know that God knows what's up. He knows what's going on. He's going to handle this. And so less worry and more trust. And I'm not saying you're worried, but I know you trust in God, and I'm just saying continue to do that. All right? Because He puts things in place. I've seen Him put things in place. Oh boy. I've seen Him put people in place. I've seen Him work out situations where otherwise it would have been impossible. And yet He worked it out. I'm not even making this up. I'm not saying, a general topic like a preacher here. All right? I'm saying this happened to me several times. I've seen this. And I know God is overall. God is overall. But Kenneth Chef saying additional blessings go out to the one and only super spectacular silent Sydney. Brother Sydney, big up yourself. Right? And the chef is giving you that title there, super spectacular silent Sydney. That has a ring to it, eh? Yes. Loving the chat for Brother Sydney. Yep. Keep it coming. All right, and that's the familyness I'm talking about. We can do that here. That's the family togetherness and love that we have here, and that's what we are all about. Yes. All right, what a wonderful day it is. So let's sing a song. Let's sing a chorus, and we'll watch a short promotion, and we'll get right back. All right, let's sing a chorus. My Lord is able, He's able. I know my Lord is able. I know my Lord is able to carry me through. My Lord is able, He's able. I know my Lord is able. I know my Lord is able to carry me through. For He has healed the broken-hearted and set the captives free. He healed the sick and raised the dead and walked upon the sea. My Lord is able, He's able. I know my Lord is able. I know my Lord is able to carry me through. Amen. God is able. Sister Kimberly, this is for you as well. We know that God is able. He's going to carry you through. All of these things that we listed that He did there, we are just saying that we're just boasting about what He can do, and that's just a portion of it. All right? And if you can walk on water, if you can heal the sick and raise the dead, well, your MRI is going to be just fine. You're going to get that proper treatment. You're going to be healed according to His will. Yeah? All right. Good morning, Sister Monica. Good morning, Mikey, Jerry, my brother. Mereta Campbell, good morning. Ruth De Leon, good morning, good morning. I see the Avengers are assembling. Glad to have you here with us. Sister Diana is in. She says, blessed morning to everyone. Thankful to be amongst such beautiful people. Oh, you have some of us blushing here, man. All right. So it's good to be here this morning. All right. So we're going to take a short video break and come right back. But don't go anywhere. This video has some good stuff for you. So take a look at this.
Hello everyone, this is Thaddeus Bruno, Chairman of the Regional Organizing Committee for the annual Caribbean Lectureship. In case you haven't heard, this year the annual Caribbean Lectureship returns to a face-to-face, in-person, actual event on the beautiful island of Grenada. In fact, this year will be the 50th year of staging, and I'm here to invite you to join us for this historic event among Churches of Christ. Your presence on Grenada will show love for the ACL, its founders, and the early pioneers who gifted us with a unique fellowship, edification, and motivational program. Your presence in Grenada will bring a boost to our Grenadian preachers as well as brothers and sisters in Christ. Through Singing in the City, an amazing a cappella event in downtown St. George's, we will bring positive attention to Churches of Christ and the gospel of Christ in government circles and in the Grenada press. Come and join us while we, through lectures, workshops, and an exciting women's program, explore the theme Release, Relieve, Restore. The dates are July 9th through the 12th, 2023. And I invite you to visit our website where you can register for the event as well as make hotel reservations. Our website is www.caribbeanlectureship.com. We look forward to seeing you in Grenada. We shall have a grand time.
When I'm weary, you refresh me. When I'm worried, you relieve me. When I'm wandering, you restore my soul.
Yes, exciting stuff. You have to organize yourself now because it is a tourist destination. It is a busy time of the year. It's holiday time, and so every road is leading to Grenada and so on. Caribbean is booked up, and so you want to get that organized as soon as you can so that you can fellowship with the saints in the lectureship. Caribbean lectureship brings the church together in a mighty way. All right, so if you can make it, make it. It's going to have some cost attached to it, but if you can, by all means do so. If you can, do so, please. All right, and don't regret that way, boy. I had the means, but I vexed I didn't do it. All right, yeah, you wanna go, All right, so if you can, let's organize and head out to Grenada 2023. It's the year of Jubilee. It's 50th years, 50 years ACL. All right, COVID tried to stop us, but it's not stopping anything. It's not stopping anything. All right, it didn't stop anything. Oh, yes. Good morning, Sister Louise Muswin Edwards. Sister Patsy Gregg says, God can and He will. Morning, Sister Florence Stilton. Good morning, Sister Joan. Good morning. Yes. Morning. Sister Shaman says she loved this song. The song is called Resting in Jesus. I first heard this song when Brother Wendell Paris played this in his radio program with Alpha Life in Pokey. I remember him using this soundtrack for his introduction, and I said, "Now, how to find this song?" All right, and so yes, that's a very lovely song indeed. Resting in Jesus. Yes. When I'm weary, oh, He restores my soul. Oh yes. Indeed, Brother Adrian says, Sister Kimberly, thank you. Is only God Himself caring, though. Yes, God is the one that cares. He really cares. And you have a family here that prays for you, that is praying for you. And so it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be okay. And so worrying is not really part of the equation anymore because God is is over all of this. He's over this. He's over this. All right? And that's the comfort we have in him. We have to trust him, and he's going to take care of it. I know sickness can be intimidating, and Sunday I did a lesson what to do when we reach the Red Sea. Sometimes our Red Sea looks very different from the Israelites' Red Sea. Some of our Red Sea looks like sickness, and sickness can be intimidating because it's unknown. Sometimes we don't know what's going on, and we think we're going to lean on the doctors, and they're going to find out what's going on, but then the doctors are confused. They don't know what's going on. That makes it worse. It can be an intimidating experience. Plus, you have the running up and downs, plus the expenses, and the frustrations, the long waits, and so on. It's a lot of things, but guess what? This is part and package of the life that we live in. And so once we accept that, once we resign to the fact that these things will happen and it's just our time, and another time will be someone else's time, well, we're going to go through it with a bit easier mind, than before. Yes, Sister Pastor said, my beautiful island of birth, Grenada, which will host the ACL this year, the 50th ACL, and it's a celebration, you don't want to miss this. Alright? Good morning, Sister Laura Mark, good morning. I want to sing a portion of a song. I'm not going to sing the whole song, I'm still learning the song, but it's a song that I've come to love, and it's called Hymn of Heaven. And I want to just sing the first two stanzas, the first and second stanza and the chorus. But I want you to take a listen to the words of the song, not just the tune, but the words in the song, especially the second verse. I don't know, I melt every time I hear the second verse in this song. Alright? It's called Hymn of Heaven. And it goes something like this. If you know it, sing along. I'm just going to sing the first and second stanza with their choruses. And just listen to them lyrics, and even the second lyrics. It's I don't know. I love the comfort that is in this song. How I long to breathe the air of heaven, where pain is gone and mercy fills the streets, to look upon the one who bled to save me, and walk with him for all eternity. There will be a day when all will bow before him. There will be a day when death will be no more, standing face to face with he who died and rose again. Holy, holy is the Lord. And every prayer we prayed in desperation, the songs of faith we sang through doubt and fear. Listen, in the end, we'll see that it was worth it when he returns to wipe away our tears. Oh, there will be a day when all will bow before him. There will be a day when death will be no more, standing face to face with he who died and rose again. Holy, holy is the Lord. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. A little high there, but oh yes. The second verse says, on every prayer we prayed in desperation. The songs of faith we sang through doubt and fear. In the end, we'll see that it was worth it when he returns to wipe away our tears. There will be a day when all will bow before him. There will be a day when death will be no more, standing face to face with he who died and rose again. Holy, holy is the Lord. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, yes. Such a beautiful song with beautiful lyrics. Oh, yes, oh, yes. So, Sister Shaman says, I can picture Suri singing this song. Oh, yes, she will bring this song to life. That's right, that's right. Oh boy, oh boy. Maybe sound the alarm. Sing a little seed in the air. Plant a seed in the air so that she will, um, bless us with some singing on this. Yeah? All right, all right. So, yes, yes, yes. Oh boy, God has blessed us with today. I want to just, Sister Shaman is asking, where is Denison? I don't know. He's missing in action. He's missing in action. Oh boy. Sister Monica Bayam is saying, pray for me. I am having pain in my right leg. All right, let's go to God in prayer this time. Let's take it to Him one time. Father in heaven, we come before you at this time, lifting up Sister Kimberly before you as she has to do this MRI test, Father. May you bless her as she does this, Father. May it work out well. May the results be favorable. We thank you in advance, Father. We continue to put her in your care, Father. We bring Sister Monica Bayam before you, Father. She has a pain, Father, in her leg. Father, may you take away this pain. May you give her healing. May you strengthen her body, strengthen her mind. Father, may you bring healing, for you can see what we cannot see, Father. And so may you bring healing to her, Father. Continue to bless her and strengthen her. And may she receive that treatment and find a relief from this pain, Father. And so bless her or keep her always. In Jesus' name. Amen. Right, all right. So, Sister Diana saying, lovely song. Thank you. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Lovely, lovely song. Check it out for yourselves. Hymn of Heaven. It's by Phil Wickham. You can find it as the original song, and you can find it as well as a cappella as well. So, but Kenneth is saying at this moment, at this present moment, I'm facing my own Red Sea, Jordan wilderness, trials, testing, temptations, turmoils. Well, brother, it is your time, it is your season, and I pray that you'll go through this and you'll get through this. God will not remove it from you. I said this Sunday, God will not remove your problem from you. He'll go through it with you. He always does this. He always does this because there's a reason why we go through this. Because He's developing us. He's increasing our patience. He's increasing our humility and our dependence on Him because He knows we can't handle that enough. You see all those things you are facing? He knows that we cannot handle that. You and I, we are not enough. And so we begin to be dependent on Him. And He desires that. And so once we become dependent on Him, we begin to trust Him. We begin to put all burdens in His hands. And He's going to handle it. That's the God that we serve. That's the confidence that we have in Him. Alright? And so, yes, you're going to face your Red Sea right now. And you're going to face that, but you're going to overcome. You're going to overcome. Alright? Sister Shaman is saying, can the name of the two songs be written here, please? Thanks. Alright, it's one song, and I'm not sure if I said two songs. The first song was My Lord is Able, but I think, yeah, but this song is Hymn. I'm going to type it in, Hymn of Heaven by Phil Wickham. There we go. Alright. Sister Lisa Blenman David is in, and she says, blessed morning, amen, amen, amen. God is in control. You heard it right here. God is in control. That's right. Well said. Good morning, Sister Cheryl Hardy Quinn. Glad to have you with us. All right. And so the Hymn of Heaven is written in the Facebook chat there by Phil Wickham. And so you can check it out. There's the a cappella version, and there is the original version. Okay, the one from the ad, I'll have to find the singer. It was very difficult finding the song, all right, but it's called Resting in Jesus, all right. It's Brenda Tishan or something like that is the singer. I'll have to get that for you, but I was not able to find that song easily. I had to ask somebody for a CD and that song was in it, and so if there's a way I could probably email you the song as well. So just send my email also, messenger or something like that, and I can send the song via email for you. I'll have to upload it to OneDrive. Yeah. So, um, and so yes, I have the song, so I can send it to you as such. All right. Because I'm not finding it online anywhere. That Resting in Jesus, I'm not finding it on YouTube. I'm not finding it MP3 anywhere online. I'm only finding clips of it. So yeah, I have the whole song though. So yeah. All right. So I wanted to share two things. One, I had my first addressing of the assembly in Bonaccord Primary School yesterday. Um, every Monday, usually I address them, and they started off school afresh, anew, yesterday. And I had a little talk with them, and I used the example. And so, hear this. I told them that when I was small, my mother asked me to wash my clothes, and I had my school shirt, which was a white uniform, my white jerseys that went underneath it, and I put the clothes to wash, and I washed it with my nice red jersey and my blue jeans, and of course, when I got it, everything was pink with some slight blue in it, including my white school shirt and my white jerseys. And so, obviously, I saw what the problem was. And so, the 2 weeks later, she asked me to wash my clothes. Now, by the way, that was later on in life, and so we had moved from the tub, the scrub tub, the concrete tub. We had moved from that to an automatic washing machine. And so we had just gotten the electricity and so on, and that was exciting. So we were anxious to use the machine and so on. 2 weeks later, after that incident, she asked me to do it again, and I put all my clothes together. I put all my clothes together, and again, the same thing happened. So I asked my students yesterday, I said, do you think, I did it again a second time, do you think I was smart or I was foolish? And they said, so you was foolish? No, they just called me foolish. I said, you are right. I am foolish to do this again. I realized what the mistake was and I did it again. I said, the third time I did it, I didn't make the mistake again because I understood what I needed to do. And I said, we have been given an opportunity today. And let's apply it to us here on LABL this morning. I'm giving it in a school context. I told them that last term, they had some exams that they had to face. The standard fives, they had to do their SCAs and so on. They had some exams, and some of them are in the younger forms, the younger standards, and they had to do their exams. This is a new term. Some of them, that last term, they would have done the exams, and instead of mashing up the exams mashed them up. And I'm saying to them, we have been given a new start today. From today, we have been given the opportunity to do it all over again. You didn't study as much last time. What are you going to do this time? They said, we're going to study. I say, do you want to be smart or do you want to be foolish? I say, if you do not study and you did exactly what you did last time and you see trouble in the test and you didn't pass and you're doing the same thing again, are you smart or are you foolish? They say, sir, we're foolish. I said, wonderful. Do you want to be smart or do you want to be foolish? They say, sir, we want to be smart. And I told them to say, well, if you want to be smart, then you're going to mash this up. Say, I want to mash this up. And they said, I will mash this up. So they are intent on mashing up the exams. And I hope that they apply it. But it's the same with us. We have been given opportunities over and over to make our lives right. In fact, the fact that we opened our eyes this morning meant that we got a new opportunity to make everything right. Grace is always given so that we have the chance to do right. Grace is always based upon the goodness of the giver. God is good to us, and so He is extending time to us by holding back His wrath. That's called mercy. He extends grace. He gives us an opportunity to make it right. But sometimes we go through the same thing again, and we repeat. And we go again, and we repeat. And we end up with the same results, confused as ever. We are foolish, not smart. But we are given the opportunity to change certain things. Let's change it. Let's do what is better. Let's do better. Let's do right. And guess what? You're going to be better off for it. All right? And so that's the by the way lesson. What we want to talk about is Tuesday tips, which falls on that falls underneath that as well. And I saw a post that someone shared, and I shared it on Facebook, and I want to share it with us this morning as well. Sister Sheila Hussein, good morning to you. Good morning, Sister Gladys Miller. Good morning, Sister Jennifer Julian. Pleasant morning to you. Yes, yes. She's saying have an enjoyable day. We intend to. I intend to, and I hope you do as well. All right. So we're going to look at some tips on Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, and so we're going to look at some tips. I have 12 tips. Let's see if we can get through them. I'm not going to dwell long on them. I'm just going to run through them, but think about them. They may prove useful for you. And it's general tips. It's not anything specific in a particular order. It's general. And so please pay attention to these tips. All right? Brother Kenneth says the song Resting in Jesus can be found on the album Lullabies from Acapella. Well, that's good information there, and I thank you for that, brother. You see how things has come out? And that's what we're talking about. That's the kind of family and helpfulness we're looking at. Yeah? Thank you so much for that, brother. Appreciate that. Alright? Alright, so the caption was, by age 21, you should be smart enough to realize this or these things. Now, I am past 21, and some of these things I wish I had started before 21, or started realizing before 21. And so these are some of the tips that we need to consider. Again, it's general, but it might prove useful. A few of these might be falling in your garden. All of these might be falling in your garden. One of these might be falling in your garden. But I know there's at least one is going to fall in the garden. And whatever that one is, you determine that. All right? And so we have 12 tips that we need to pay attention to. And again, it's a general post that someone posted. I don't know who posted it, but I shared it. The first thing is this. Your 9 to 5 is someone else's passive income. Find new ways to make money and create your own income stream. I'm going to say that again. Your 9 to 5 is someone else's passive income. Find new ways to make money and create your own income stream. You working a job for someone might be their passive income. But you need to put something in place where you can generate money. I'm not saying it's all about the money, but we do need money. And you want to put things in place so that your money is working for you. And so, whatever it is you have a talent of, make use of it. There are some people who's good with art. Use it. There are so many broad areas in art. There's resin, where you can make earrings and pendants and so on with resin art. You can do paintings and you can sell that. You can do commissions of portrait and so on. If you are good at music, you can create content and share it, and people will view it. And based on the views, and YouTube has a monetization program where if you have a certain amount of subscriptions, certain amount of views for video, you get paid for it. You have talent, and it might not take extra from you because there are some of us with talent that we naturally have. And it's nothing to actually do these things. For me, it might take a work of Congress to play the guitar, but you might be playing it fluently without even a thought. You make your money on that. All right? So whatever your skill is, whatever you have, whatever passion you have, if it's cooking, chef, you make your money with it. Now, I'm saying don't lose relationships trying to run on money, and don't replace God with money. All right? But we have to make an income. Let your money work for you. Don't keep working for money. And I'm learning that as I go. And I'm training my children this as well. The second point that they have here is this. Porn and masturbation are the greatest killers of success. It will stunt and destroy your brain. Porn and masturbation are the greatest killers of success. It will stunt and destroy your brain. Now, this here is a seldom spoken topic in the church. You're not going to find much lessons surrounding this. It's almost as if it's a taboo subject. It's a ticklish subject, but it's a one that many people are struggling with. Young and old are struggling with this. And so, if this speaks to you, well, it destroys success. It stunts your brain. Your brain focuses now. Again, the same thing happens with dieting and so on, where if you treat your brain to the pleasures, it's going to require the pleasures, but those pleasures don't last for long. And so it's going to give you that oomph and that energy to go. And you're going to crave that, and you're going to crave that, and you are training your brain to do this, to be comfortable with this. Change your habits, all right? And aside from the fact that God is against such things, such practices, because it does not support what is right in God's sight. And so we don't want to support something that is wrong and engage in something that is wrong. It's going to mash up our marriage. It's going to mash up your life. It's going to mash up your way of thinking. And it has led people to doing things that are ungodly, rapes and incest and so on. People do these things because they are engaged in such thing and they crave these things in real. And when in reality, a lot of these situations that you see on screen, they are simulated. They are not, some of them are not possible or not comfortable and real. And we try to achieve that and we wonder why we cannot achieve it, and we grow apart trying to achieve something that is not possible or not achievable. So don't mess up your minds on these things. Thirdly, don't take advice from people who are not where you want to be in life. So you are listening to a overweight person speaking about, you should do what I am doing to lose size. Somebody is smoking and they tell you not to smoke. Now, to a point, I can see where they're going with this post, but I don't fully agree with it because I say to take all advice. You don't have to apply all advice. Receive every advice that comes your way. You never know. And sometimes, if someone who is overweight tells me that, I need to change or there are certain things I need to do, or there are certain things that they are doing that they are, improving their diet and so on, I should still listen in because I might say, well, okay, they are not applying it themselves, but what they are saying is true to me, and I should then apply it. So again, but in a sense, there are some people who give you advice and tell you about success and so on, and they are not successful. Don't follow that path, all right? Don't follow that path. They tell you how to get success and they're strutting and so on. I don't think you should take advice from such. Fourthly, no one is coming to resolve your problems. Your life is 100% your responsibility. Big emphasis on this. No one is coming to resolve your problems. You have some problems you're going through right now. You're waiting for somebody to come and help. You are 100% responsible for your life. This is why when it comes to our salvation, we have to work on our own salvation with fear and trembling. You have to stand before the judgment seat of Christ to give account for you, for your actions. So whatever you are going through, it is your responsibility. Now, yes, you might garner some help because in our own we are insufficient, and God will send people our way to assist us and so on, but your life is your responsibility 100%. Somebody could come and help you, and you don't want the help, and you run them away. You turn them away. You don't want the help. Your life is your responsibility 100%. See about yourself. Take care of yourself. All right? Sort out your problems. Desire to fix the issues. But nobody is going to do it for you. Fifthly, if you find someone who is smarter than you, work with them. Do not compete. If you find someone who is smarter than you, work with them. Don't compete. It is often said that, if you are the smartest person in the room, leave the room. Try to be in company of those who are highly intelligent or more intelligent than you are, who will have value to add to your lives. Now, it's not discounting those who are around you who you deem as less valuable. Don't go around deeming people as less valuable. That's not what I'm saying. But if you find someone who is smarter than you, stop trying to compete with their intelligence. It is something you don't have, but you can learn from. You can benefit from. All right? So hang around such people and learn from them. Let them mentor you because they have that ability. You might be in the position sometime to be that one that can help someone. You can probably at times be the smarter one. And so you will be able to help someone who is looking to you for help. And don't try to compete because somebody is you deem is smarter than you. You might have an ability that they don't have, and vice versa. But learn from them, don't compete. All right, work with them, benefit from them. All right, and then you might be able to add value to the lives of someone around you. It's always good to learn something new. All right, some skill that you can develop in. I'm trying to dabble in digital editing and so on, and there's always something to learn there. There's always something to learn in that field, and it is like that with life. There's always something to learn. So if you find someone who is smarter than you, don't compete with them and fight them down, crab in a barrel mentality. And don't look at them as your competition. Look at them as someone who will add value to you. Yeah. Number 6, weed or marijuana has zero benefits in your life. Blunt will only slow your thinking and lower your focus. I am yet to find someone who has smoked marijuana and is sharper in thinking. I have yet to find that person. And I grew up in that environment. I grew up where people do this normal. Now, where I grew up, they respect you. They don't come in your face and do this. But it affects them. They're not seeing it. Now, this is opinion, all right? And that's what we just sharing opinions and thoughts, and some of them are facts. But this is opinion, and I'm making that disclaimer. I believe there's a difference with extracting and smoking. There is the extract from cannabis, and then there's the vice of smoking it. I do not see smoking as beneficial. It damages your body. But I believe that the extract from weed or the cannabis, I believe that can have healing properties in it, but once it's used properly in medicine. But again, that's an opinion. That's my opinion on it. You may have an opinion on it. But I have never found a good reason for someone to smoke marijuana. I've never found a good reason other than the fact that they do it because it's comforting to them. It feels good. I've never done it, but I've asked several people just to get an insight of what it feels like. They say it feels good. It's comforting. They forget some of the problems that they face. They feel stronger. They have energy. And I try to get this information because I don't want to go and try it, because some people try marijuana for the first time and never recover from it. It affects their mind permanently. All right, and we had to do a study on this for a life skills class, and it's one of the gateway drugs. It's like cigarette and alcohol. It's a gateway drug, and again, I've never seen a proper reason to smoke. I've seen reasons to use the extracts from cannabis. That's just my view. Sister Lisa Bledman David is saying, everyone has something to share that is different. Take the good things. That's right. And look at the bad things as well, and I'm not going to do that. How can I improve? Because that looks just like me. How can I improve that? Because I'm seeing myself in them. How can I improve? Good morning, Sister Wilma. Yes. Good morning to you. Sister Sandra Stewart is saying, totally agree. But Adrian, I'm not sure which part I agree on, but I thank you for that. All right. Number 7, comfort is the worst and a cheap ticket to depression. Comfort is the worst and a cheap ticket to depression. Do not try to aim to be too comfortable. All right? Do not try to aim to be comfortable. Get out of that comfort zone. You're going to find yourself lazy. You're going to find yourself unambitious. You're going to find yourself staying in one zone and not ever improving. All right? And you're going to realize, well, wait, now I want money, I want income, but you're not going to get it because you're not doing anything to get it. And it's going to cause some depression. It's going to cause some discouragement. Sister Susan Neptune says, I have been advised to take it as a tea, I guess that's the marijuana, from a doctor, along with rosemary, coconut oil, and clove. Again, only do these things if your doctor recommends it. This program is not telling you to take marijuana or take cannabis extract or eat a brownie. I'm not saying do any of those things. All right. Let a doctor treat you. Let a doctor prescribe things for you. And again, you have a right to research things. But I'm just saying, I have never seen a positive reason or any reason at all to smoke marijuana. All right. So yes, comfort is the worst and a cheap ticket to depression. That's number 7. So do things that you are not comfortable with. Not negative things, not bad things, not trouble. But I'm saying step out of your comfort zone a bit. You know, one book that helped me with that. I'm not too much into the inspirational books. I'm currently reading Atomic Habits. But I read a book called GoPro, and it did give me some confidence. I will admit that. I don't like those kind of books. I like novels more. But that book, it really helps with confidence. So the book is GoPro. And I'm reading Atomic Habits, and it's already started off well. So I'm going to finish that, and hopefully it will have benefit to my life. Number 8, don't tell people more than they need to know. Respect your privacy. Don't tell people more than they need to know. Respect your privacy. Sometimes we wanna reach out to people. We wanna have somebody listen to our problems. We have so much to offload, and so we offload it on them. And so I want to encourage you, keep some things back. Withhold yourself. One, and I'm going to say this very bluntly, you don't look pitiful. Some people get annoyed when people keep sounding pitiful, always complaining about something. And you'll find that the response you're trying to get, you're not getting it. You're getting an opposite response instead. They try to avoid you because every time they meet you, some complaint. Don't tell people more than they need to know. Sometimes, and this includes relationships as well, sometimes you tell people more than they need to know and they use that against you. Respect your privacy. Alright? Sister Diana is saying, who moved my cheese? Takes you out of your comfort zone. And I still have to read that book. I still have to read that book. And I'm going to read it. Who moved my cheese? Alright? But undoubtedly, I'm going to read that book. He has encouraged me to read that book. Up to now, I ain't getting there. Alright. So, respect your privacy. Number 9. So, yes, Sister Sandra saying, need to know only basis. Number 9. Avoid alcohol at all costs. Nothing is worse than losing your senses and acting a fool. Avoid alcohol at all costs. Now, you can have your view on alcohol, and you can do what you pretty much want to do. That's your business. Remember, your life is 100% your responsibility. I'm not here to tell you what to do and what not to do. I'm just giving some tips. You take with it whatever you desire. But I've seen where alcohol is absolutely not necessary. There is no absolute necessity for alcohol. We do it because we feel good. And I have tried it, and I realize I am only doing it because I want to try it. But I see no value to it. And in fact, it damages brain cells. It destroys brain cells. And at a certain age, you generally don't get some of those recovered. So, avoid it if you can. Alright? There are some people say, oh, you need the red wine because, it's good for your heart. Well, on further research, the grape seed Grapeseed is what has the properties that is good for your heart. And I don't know the full breakdown of it, but it contains something called resveratrol. Check this out for yourself, resveratrol. And that from the grapeseed is what helps your heart to be healthier. And so it's not the wine, it's not the alcohol, it's the grapeseed. All right, you can get that from grapeseed, so you don't really need the alcohol. For now, again, in medicine, they use alcohol because it reaches quickly to the bloodstream and so on. And so it gets straight into the system. So they use it like in Panadol and so on. Don't know if they still do, but yeah, it gets quickly to where it needs to go. So, one time I tasted Babash, 3 drops in a cup. 3 drops. I'm not even exaggerating. Because I had a serious cough, and they gave me 3 drops of that Babash thing, and I felt like fire going down my throat. Everything dry up inside there, but the cough was gone too. But please, Babash is dangerous. It's unregulated, and people put anything inside that. And especially if it's clear, it's worse again. Alright, to get it clear, it's a whole other process. Avoid it. Number 10, keep your standards high. Don't settle for something because it's available. Keep your standards high. Don't settle for something because it's available. I'm not saying be stush. Again, I don't think this is saying that you need to just have your nose up there and never look down on peasants, right? I don't think it's saying that, but you have to have some standards, man. You might debate with me and say, well, Adrian, your food choices is below standard. Well, I have no standard when it comes to food. I just eat. All right. There probably is a standard or two. It has to be safe to eat. All right. It might look good to eat, but it's safe to eat. I'm all right with it. And once it's not snake, I'm not going to eat that. Keep your standards high. Don't settle for something because it's available. Don't lower your value and what you deserve for something that's available. And so you settle for less, and you're going to keep settling for less and less and less. You still have value. There are some people who like to beat it down on price. Apply that to life. All right. I remember my mother going to Rattan's and asking them if she could get a discount. The thing is $1, and she wanted for a discount still. All right. And I would hide my head in shame. All right. So yeah, it applies in life. People will, try to offer you something less because they probably don't regard you that much. But keep your standards high. All right. I'm not saying don't be humble, but keep your standards high. Don't settle for something just because it's readily available. Coming down to the close, we have 2 more. Number 11. The family you create is more important than the family you came from. The family you create is more important than the family you came from. This has nothing to do with liking people more. So I like my immediate family now rather than the family I grew up with. No, that's not saying that. It's saying you have been given the opportunity to right the wrongs. So let's say, for example, I was raised by a family and by parents who wished well for me, but they beat very abusively. I learned from that, and I don't be abusive about it. I'm not saying I'm not going to beat, but I'm not going to be abusive with it. Sometimes, we grow up and they didn't really take time to understand what we was trying to say, and so they just shut us down and said, go to your room or get out from our sight. Not really listening to what we had to say, and that's not healthy. So when something serious happens to them, oftentimes it does, they're not going to come to you because you always dismiss them. So let's say we grew up in that kind of environment, and you have your family now. Don't continue that environment. Change it. Change it. All right. So, so that you are given that opportunity to mold a family, to create a family, one that is God fearing, one that is, and we have had a session in Canaan called Family Food where we discuss issues on family life. And, we looked at parenting and so on and different things to understand with regards to our family and understanding how that works. And you're going to find that there are things that would have been done in the past that was healthy and should be followed today and continue today. And there are things done in the past that shouldn't continue today. Right? Like sometimes we go into the school with our children, we publicly embarrass them. That's not the way to do it. It's how it was done with me, so I'm gonna do that. Is it? Should it? I don't think we should continue something like that. Alright? Sister Susan Neptune is saying, Fortune is saying, a lot of Christians drink shandy, some are totally against it. As they say, it paves the way for the harder stuff, even children are given shandy. Again, I'm not here to tell you what to drink and what not to drink. It's just basic tips. You can make a choice as to what you do, and I don't think it's sinful that somebody drinks shandy. I cannot say that. I cannot tell you that. All right? But you have a choice to make, and you are 100% in charge of your life and responsible for your life. All right? So, Sister Shah says, always value yourself. Remember, you are a child of the King. That is right. That is so true. Brother Kenneth says, yet the listener must actively exercise care, compassion, and consideration. Everyone is in need of a support system at one point of our journey here. Well said. Well said. All right. All right. So, Brother Edwin is saying, good morning, Adrian. Could I message you? What's your number? All right. I will see if I can message you that as well. All right. So I'll get that to you probably after we are finished here. All right. So no problem with that at all. All right. So, so yes, the family you create is more important than the family you come from. Number 12, the final one. Train yourself to take nothing personally to save yourself from 99% of mental problems. Train yourself to take nothing personally to save yourself from 99% of mental problems. Somebody is hurting you. Don't take it personal. Oftentimes, they may not have had a good experience growing up. Oftentimes, they are going through a bad period in their life. Things are going hard for them right now, and they are just taking it out on you. Sometimes you trigger someone off, and in triggering them off, they have had traumas in the past that didn't really heal, and it agitates that because you trigger them off. The problem isn't necessarily the one that caused the trigger, but the problem is the trigger itself and what was in the past that continues to keep showing up, and that needs to be dealt with. The past issues need to be dealt with, and that's where counselors, they deal with the issues of the past. They go down there and see what's causing this stumbling block from your progress, and they address this and help you through it. All right. And so sometimes you might be just the trigger. You might just say something that might agitate somebody, and don't take it personally. Now again, it might help you to now say, okay, maybe I need to watch how I say things, or maybe I need to back off a bit and not press on the person or persons too well or too much, because it might cause further harm and until this has been sorted out. And so you have to not take things personally, and you're going to find that not taking things personally, you're going to have less stress, you're going to have less problems in your life. All right. What happens is we start to take things personally, and we begin to we're going to begin to inherit problems that are not ours. Don't inherit problems that don't belong to you. All right. So again, some people going through some stuff. You have to understand that they're going through some stuff, and it's probably there probably is a reason why they are lashing out at you or hurting you. You may not know. It could also very well be that God is putting you through a test. Don't take this personally. All right? Don't take this personally. Those are the 12 tips on Tuesday that I want to share with you. Again, these are not a be all and end all, and these are not 100% that you should do this and it's the thing and nothing else matters. No, I'm just sharing some tips. You may have some tips. Feel free to leave tips in the chat as well. Please do that. Leave some tips for us in the chat when we go through it. When we look at the newest comments on the chat, we're going to see your tips. All right, Sister Shaman Boyce is saying some people dwell on the past until old age. And that's true. And they never really fully mature because they are still um, going through the hurt. And as someone says, if you don't heal from the traumas of your past or the wounds of your past, you're going to bleed on people who didn't cut you. And I think that makes sense there. Sister Susan Neptune 14 is saying, keep me on the prayer list, please, brethren. Blessings all. So please know those who are asking for prayers and continue to pray for them. All right. So as we prepare to dismiss, as we prepare to close off, I want to just encourage you to have a wonderful day. I want you to have a beautiful day. Again, you just make the day count because God has given you another opportunity to make it right. Take advantage of it and let's do what is right. Okay? And, for those who are celebrating birthdays and so on, it is your special day. Those who are celebrating anniversaries, we hope that you continue to celebrate and, give God thanks in all of this. All right, so let's sing happy birthday for those who are celebrating. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Sister Shaman. Happy birthday to you. Anniversary, happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary. Celebrate the small things and the big things. Celebrate. Happy anniversary to you. Alright? So you celebrate you. Forget who celebrate you or who's supposed to celebrate you and don't forget. Forget that. Alright, today is my mother-in-law's birthday as well. So I want to shout out my mother-in-law, the best mother-in-law I ever had. Alright. As the only one I ever had and have. And I want to thank God for her as well. So Sister Shaman's birthday is tomorrow, Lord willing. And so again, but we give it in advance. Alright, lest we forget. And of course, today is my mother-in-law's birthday. So happy birthday to all of you. And happy anniversary to those who are celebrating. Again, thank you for being such a wonderful family. Thank you so much for giving attention and for sharing some advice and some tips and so on. Thank you for making the chat an enjoyable one. Those on YouTube as well as those on Facebook. All right. I want to thank Brother Cindy for making everything happen here as it is. He continues to use his skill for the honor and glory of God. And through his skill, we are able to judge the world in positivity. Continue to pray for Brother Leon and his family. God will continue to bless them as he has started a wonderful session here in LABL, and it continues to impact lives. It has changed my life as well. I can tell you that for sure. Sister Patricia Hines' birthday is today as well. That's Sister Patsy Hines. Oh, wonderful, man. Wonderful. And by the way, I quoted Sister Patricia Hines earlier on today when I said you're going to get tests and you're going to repeat the test until you pass it. It's Sister Patricia Hines who said that, and Sister Indra is mentioning that her birthday is today. What a small world it is indeed. All right, remember to be safe on the roads. It is school day and the traffic might be a little different. All right, and so keep safe. Remember, license officers and police on the road trying to get your money. Don't give them a reason to get your money. Yeah? And if you are interested in continuing to support us, if you want to support LABL, just get in touch with us and contact us, and you can be a supporter of the program as well. Thanks to all of you who support us already and those who continue to support us by just being here and sharing the live and so on. All right? God bless you all. Remember, those who have prayer requests, those who ask to be on the prayer list, God bless you all. And we'll see you at the next time, Lord willing. Have a wonderful, enjoyable day, everyone. Till we meet, till we meet, till we meet at Jesus' feet. Till we meet, till we meet, till till we meet again. God be with you till we meet again. God bless you. Keep smiling. Have a wonderful day.